Hi guys, how's it going? My name is Anife. For those of you that don't know me, for those of you that do, hello, welcome back. Thank you for joining me again. So for the past month and a half now, I've been taking online makeup courses with the Online Makeup Academy. They're an internationally accredited online makeup school and they're available to everyone, no matter the location. They actually reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to collaborate, so I just want to say thank you so much to the Online Makeup Academy for collaborating with me on this video. So for today's video, I'm just going to be reviewing their courses and also teaching you how I did this makeup look using some of the tips and tricks that I learned while taking the course. But before I get into the makeup, I just want to tell you guys a little bit more about them. So the Online Makeup Academy is pretty much there in the name. They're an online makeup school that gives you a makeup artist certification. And this is actually something that I've been wanting to do for so long now, so I'm so excited to finally get to do that. They have different courses to choose from, such as the Master Makeup Program, the Advanced Makeup course, and the Special Effects Makeup course. I'm taking the Elite Career Path program, which comes with the Master Makeup Program and the Advanced Makeup course, as well as an amazing professional makeup kit. So courses range from about $700 to $1,500. I'm going to tell you guys more about them throughout the video, but first I just want to show you what comes in the makeup kit, because I'm going to try to use everything throughout the video to create this makeup look, but some of it, there's a lot of makeup, so I'm not going to get the chance to use everything. So I just want to make sure that I'm showing you guys everything that comes in the kit. Alright, so the first thing I have here is this brush kit. So this is all of the brushes that come in the brush kit. I'm going to be using these throughout the video, so you'll get to hear my thoughts and opinions. You also get this very thin Inglot eyeliner brush. I've already used it. As you can see, I used it to do my eyeliner today. Next, you get a little color correcting palette. This is by iMagic Professional Cosmetics. You also get this Makeup Forever Hydra Booster Primer. Next, you get these 4 Makeup Forever HD foundations. The lighter shade is Y205. Then you have Y235, Y305, and Y545. You also get 3 Makeup Forever concealers. These are the Full Cover Extreme Camouflage Cream, and you get the shades 1, 7, and 18. Next up is a setting spray. This is the Inglot Makeup Fixer. You also get an Inglot Translucent Setting Powder. You also get this Makeup Forever Pro Bronze Fusion Bronzer. This is the shade. You also get the Online Makeup Academy Pro Line Blush Palette. This is what the inside looks like. Next up is the Makeup Forever Pro Sculpting Brow Palette. These are the 3 shades it comes with. You also get this Inglot Gel Eyeliner and the Inglot Duraline, which is actually really cool. You can use this to revive dried up cream products or turn eyeshadows into eyeliners, stuff like that. I can't wait to use this. Next up is the iMagic Professional Cosmetics Eyeshadow Palette. This is what that looks like. Really beautiful colors. Should I swatch one for you guys so we can see how they look? Oh wow, okay. I barely swirled my finger, but that's how much color came off. And then, wow, that is very pigmented. You get another eyeshadow palette as well. This is what that looks like. You get a lot of nudes and then some purples and blues, just a lot of stuff you can play around with. You also get this Inglot High Gloss Lip Oil and this Makeup Forever Excessive Lash Mascara. You get this iMagic Plasto Wax. You could just use this for special effects and stuff. Then you get this light that you can attach to your phone to take selfies of your makeup and your work. You also get this palette and spatula thing. Oh, that's messing with my lights, but you can basically just use this to mix products and get the perfect shade so that you don't have to be mixing it on your hand, and so that you can ensure that everything is done really hygienically and you're never dipping into your makeup products when you're working with different clients. You get some glitter for some fun looks, a pack of false lashes. And finally, you get the Online Makeup Academy Pro Line Lip Palette with all these colors here. You also do get a contour palette by the Online Makeup Academy as well. However, there was a mix-up with my order and I got 2 lip palettes instead of that, so I can't show it to you, but it looks really nice. Okay, and that's everything I have to show you that comes in the kit. Let's move on to the makeup. So throughout the course, the instructors made it very clear that skin prep is just as important as the actual application of the makeup. And I've always thought that as well myself. You can't have a good makeup application if you don't have a good base to work with. So the first thing I'm going to do is cleanse my skin with some micellar water. This is the Bioderma blue one. I'm not really sure what's different about this one and the pink one, but I do know that this is a really good brand. Throughout the course, they use Bioderma as well. So if you're looking for a good micellar water, this is an excellent choice. So I'm just taking that on a cotton round and cleansing my skin. Next up is moisturizer. You're going to want to choose a moisturizer that works well for your skin and really hydrates and plumps your skin. I'm going in with the Fenty Skin Hydrovisor. I love this one. It makes my skin look super glowy, super dewy, and it also has SPF 30. I'm going to be using the back of my hand for a lot of this makeup application. Throughout the course, they do stress the importance of hygiene and sanitation, especially now considering that we are in the middle of a pandemic. But because I am not a makeup artist and I'm just going to be working on myself, still going to be using the back of my hand, so no one judge me. And I just absolutely love this moisturizer. It makes my skin feel so hydrated and it just looks really beautiful. While that's absorbing into my skin, I'm going to put on a little lip balm or a lip treatment. They also stress the importance of moisturizing the lips. You're also going to want to prep with a good eye cream. This is the Ole Henriksen Banana Bright Eye Cream. This not only hydrates your under eyes so that there's no creasing, but it also has a beautiful yellow tint to it so that it brightens your under eyes. Once everything has had enough time to absorb into the skin, then you're going to want to move on to primer. In the kit, you get this Makeup Forever Hydro Booster Step 1 Primer, so I'm going to be using that and trying that out today. The instructor did mention that on an everyday basis, you don't need to use a primer because you already have such well-prepped skin. However, on a client, you should always use a primer because they're paying for an event when they want to look perfect, beautiful, flawless. And I've actually heard a lot of like celebrity makeup artists say that they don't believe in primer. I personally wear primer every single day. I see a difference. And this feels really nice on the skin as well. One of the instructors also mentioned that she really loves the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter as a primer. So I'm going to be using that today as well. So I'm just going to take that and apply it to the cheekbones, a little bit here as well, my chin, down my nose, a little bit on my forehead. And I'm just using a Morphe sponge to blend that out. The instructor also mentions that sometimes she mixes the Hollywood Flawless Filter in with her primer, and I didn't do that today, but I feel like that's such a good idea. I can't wait to try that out. Now we're gonna color correct, which I never really do, but they did do it a lot throughout the course, so I definitely want to try it out because I do have a lot of blemishes that are sometimes very difficult to cover, mainly on my cheeks here, so we're gonna try that out, and I'm also going to do my under eyes because why not? Now, for redness, you use green, and for like purple or blue, you use orange. They always mixed the orange or the green with either of these two shades here, depending on a person's skin tone. What they never did was use just straight orange or green, which I see a lot of people on YouTube do sometimes. So I'm just going to pick up a little bit of the green with my little spatula. And I'm going to put it on this, what is the term for this exactly? I'm not sure. And I'm just picking up a little bit of that lighter shade. Now I'm going to pick up this brush that comes with the kit. They're not really labeled, but it just looks like this. And I'm just going to mix those two together. I'm just going over any blemishes or redness right now. And now I'm just blending it out so it's not like too like harsh. Even though they teach you how to color correct throughout the course, they also did mention that nowadays products are so full coverage and they have canceling undertones, so you don't really have to color correct. But I still wanted to do it because I feel like sometimes it's so hard for me to cover up my blemishes even with a full coverage product, and I just wanted to show you guys what I learned. Now I'm going to do the same thing but with this orange shade and the lighter shade here, and I'm going to blend those two colors in together so that I can cover up my dark circles. And I'm just patting that into the skin. It is doing a really good job though at neutralizing that like blue and purple I have under my eyes. Okay, now it's time for foundation. I have two of the Makeup Forever shades here that I'm going to try and mix to get my skin tone. They stress that you don't need every single color in your makeup kit. You can mix 4 or 5 colors to get the perfect shade for everyone. I think maybe you might need a little bit more than 4 just because everyone has a different undertone and stuff like that. But with just these 4 Makeup Forever foundations that you get in your kit, they manage to color match all the models, so you probably can make it happen. Okay, so I'm just giving these a good shake because it's very liquidy. So I'm gonna do a couple of pumps of this lighter one. That looks very light. and a couple of pumps of this one here. And now I'm gonna like mix it with my spatula. I don't like that sound at all. I worry I may have made this a bit too dark. Or is it? Let's see. What do we think? That actually looks pretty good. Okay, look at me go. Okay, now they always took a foundation brush like this one, a very dense brush, and applied the foundation with this and then blended it out with either a stippling brush or a sponge. So that's what I'm going to be doing as well today. They actually do a whole video where they explain how natural brush fibers are different than synthetic brush fibers when it comes to actually applying makeup. Denser brushes give a heavier application, therefore more coverage, whereas natural hairs absorb product, so the application isn't as intense. That's why I'm using this dense synthetic foundation brush to apply the product, and then that's why they would use a stippling natural brush to blend it out. I'm just going to use the sponge, but I just wanted to explain that because I thought it was really cool and that's something that I learned and I didn't know. Also, both of the foundations I mixed are a yellow undertone, which is supposed to help cancel out redness. The foundation is not as full coverage as I would want. You guys know I love a full coverage foundation because I do have a lot of blemishes to cover up. And while the color correction helped a little bit, I don't know that it did enough for me. It's very light coverage, so I'm gonna try to build it up a little bit. It does look very beautiful though, like very natural. It looks like skin. Okay, I've got to say, while this foundation looks beautiful on the skin, it's just not doing it for me. It's still a good foundation, it's just not with this skin. But I do have some concealers to try out as well. So I'm going to try and mix these two to get my perfect shade so that I can cover up some blemishes that I could not cover up with the color corrector and the foundation. All right, I think I got the perfect shade, so I'm going to go back in with this brush. Again, I've cleaned it off and I'm going to spot conceal. Oh, that's perfect. Now, I'm assuming that a lot of you guys have already seen my other makeup videos or you watch other YouTubers, so you're probably learning a lot from YouTube. I'm very much self-taught. I started doing makeup when I was like in grade 7, and I have learned so much through YouTube. But it was nice to take this course and just learn so much about the makeup artist industry. If you want to become a professional makeup artist, then I would definitely recommend taking this course because they give you so much insight into like how the industry works in terms of like bridal makeup, TV makeup, runway makeup, editorial, every kind of makeup you could possibly do. They have a video on to like tell you more about it and just kind of like prepare you for what you should be expecting in the real world as a makeup artist. And you also learn other useful tips like how to build a website, social media marketing, how to build a portfolio, how to get clients, how to deal with difficult clients, how to price your services. Like, it really gives you so much insight into the actual industry in addition to actual like makeup demos. Okay, I think I've got pretty good coverage. So I'm going to move on and highlight and contour. I'm going to be doing something a little bit different for contour today though. Throughout the courses, they have multiple demos where they actually take the foundations and create a contour shade using the foundations. They always use a contour that's only a few shades darker than the client's skin tone or the model's skin tone. So I actually think this would be perfect. So I'm just going to put that on my little thing here. And I'm actually just going to put in an ever so tiny drop of this one here, very little. Okay, I think I got a pretty good color, so I'm just going to use this foundation brush from earlier and start contouring my face. Is that even dark enough? Yeah. I'm just not used to it being so light, but this is definitely dark enough. There is a lesson in the course that's all about different face shapes and how to contour them. So you really learn so much about how to properly contour, because I feel like every time you watch a YouTube video, it's all like such a standard, like, you know, the classic 3, a bunch of contour here, a bunch of contour here, a bunch of contour here. And while you do always want to hit the cheekbones and the jaw, you have to look at someone's face when it comes to contouring and contour according to their face shape. A couple of tips they gave was to actually feel for a cheekbone so you know where exactly to contour. And for me, I don't have a very big forehead, so I'm not going to contour a bunch up here. I do just want to add a little bit of that color just to bring warmth to my face, but I'm not trying to make my forehead appear any smaller than it is. And for nose contour, they said to always bring it into the eyebrow. And I'm just going to take my sponge and blend everything in. For my nose, I'm actually going to take this brush from the kit and use that to blend out my nose contour. Okay, now I'm going to highlight with this concealer here. I'm worried it might be a little bit too light, so I might mix it in with my previous mix from earlier, but let me see first how I like this. Okay, I'm going to use this for nose highlight, and then I might add a little bit of the other one for my under eyes and my forehead. Okay, yeah, I definitely like that a lot better. It's more yellow in undertone as well, which I personally prefer. Before I did the mix, it was looking very pink, and I personally don't like that on myself. Another thing I wanted to mention was that I really enjoyed taking the class online. I just feel like it's a great way to learn because one, you can do it from the comfort of your own home. You can also go at your own pace. You can watch the videos whenever you want. You have lifetime access to this course and you can just move through it at your own pace. You know, if you have a full-time job or if you're in school for something else. The lifetime access thing is also good too because they mention that they're always updating the course and keeping up to date with like makeup trends and what's new in makeup. And you guys know that makeup is constantly, like makeup and makeup trends are constantly evolving. So it's nice that they're also constantly updating their curriculum to fit that. And because you have lifetime access, you can always come back and see what's new in the lessons. Okay, I'm liking how the base is looking a lot actually. It's looking very natural, like it's giving no makeup, and I'm here for it. Next, I'm just going to set my base with this Inglot setting powder. Oh my god, how cute is this? It comes with this little powder puff. No, that is so precious. I cannot take it. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be using this just because I want to try out a technique I learned in the course. So I'm going to be using this brush here and I'm just going to pick up some product. And what I'm going to do is roll the product onto the skin. I'm not going to sweep. I'm going to roll. And I always like press it in, but I've never rolled it in, so I'm really excited to see how this looks. Okay, this powder is beautiful. It's really giving such a like airbrushed look. And I'm just going to set my T-zone. You also get this Makeup Forever bronzer. I really want to test this out today too, so I'm just going to be using that to go over my contour. Like I mentioned earlier, you can learn a lot from YouTube. That's how wow, this bronzer is really nice. But yeah, you can learn a lot from YouTube. That's how I learned to do makeup. But what I like about the online makeup academy is that you have an instructor and you have a tutor and you get feedback on your work. So basically each lesson has a corresponding homework assignment and you submit your homework assignment and your tutor looks at it and then they send you a video message just with some feedback for you. I'm just doing my nose contour as I usually do, but I think that that's the best way to learn is to get feedback from a professional so you know what you can improve on, and their feedback is very thorough. They comment on literally every single part of the makeup. You know how sometimes you use a bronzer and it like clings to patches of your face? Yeah, this does not do that at all. It's beautiful. Now I'm just going to be doing my blush using this palette that you get with the makeup kit. This is what that looks like. And I'm just going to use this angled brush again. I personally love to use an angled brush, but I've cleaned this one off. Okay, I think I'm going to go with this like pink here. It's speaking to me. Basically, they apply blush the same way I do, kind of on the cheekbones and then bring it up to the temple. That is really pretty and also very pigmented. I kind of wasn't expecting it because it looks like a very pale pink. So I thought I would have to layer for sure, but no, that is very pigmented blush. I'm just gonna bring it up to my forehead just a tiny bit. Throughout the course, the instructors always used some sort of eyeshadow. as a highlighter. So I'm going to pick a shade in here and use that to highlight. I think I'm gonna go with this one here. And I'm just gonna pick that up on a fan brush and place it on my cheekbones. It's very subtle, but it is giving me a very beautiful glow. I like that a lot. For a nose highlight, I'm just gonna go in with a smaller brush like this one, picking up that same color. I've gotta say, this is turning out a lot more natural than my usual makeup. I like it though, it's cute. Okay, now I'm gonna do eyebrows, and the kit comes with this Makeup Forever Eyebrow Pro Sculpting Brow Palette, so I'm gonna be trying this out today. It's basically just 3 powders and a highlight and a wax. I have not used powder to do my brows since probably like grade 9, so this should be an experience. Okay, so I'm pretty sure you're supposed to use the wax first and then the powder, so now I'm going to take this Inglot brush. I'm going to be going in with this middle shade first, and then if I need it to be darker, I'll use the darkest shade here. The instructor mentioned that thicker brows give you a more youthful appearance, but she also mentioned that really dark brows make you look older. So we're gonna go for a lighter, thicker brow. So I'm just using this lighter shade to create strokes at the front of my brow. Now I'm gonna take the darker color and I'm going to draw on my tail. Do I love this personally? I don't know. I don't think I do. I'm just not liking how this is looking. I'm sure this is great for filling in brows. Like, I do actually like it to fill in my brows and make them look a bit fuller, because I draw my brow tail on so much higher than it actually is. I need an actual brow pen that I can do like hair-like strokes with, and this powder is just not doing that for me. Yeah, I'm just gonna do my eyebrows the way I usually do, and I will be right back. Okay, now I'm going to move on to eyes. I'm going to be using this palette here. I'm actually going to be priming my lids with a little bit of this concealer as well. And now I'm just going to set that with a tiny bit of powder. Okay, I'm just taking a blending brush in this taupe color, and I'm just going to put that in my crease. Okay, the shadow is pretty pigmented, and this blending brush is actually doing a really beautiful job. I'm just picking up a little bit more of that taupe color, and I'm going to bring the color out. Now I'm taking a smaller brush and this shade here, and I'm going to apply that to my crease, but also define the outer V. What I like about the course is that there's an entire lesson dedicated to different eye shapes and how to do eyeshadow and eyeliner specifically for these eye shapes. Now I'm going to take this angled brush here, and I'm going to start drawing on thick shadow liner using this dark brown. And what I'm going to do is actually start from the outer lash line and kind of drag a line upwards. That way it's like a perfect continuation of my lower lash line. Because I do have a natural fold here, I'm just going to make it a bit thicker up here so that you can see it when I open my eyes. I'm really liking how this is looking. I'm just going to take this shimmery color on my finger and press that onto my eyelid. Okay, wow. I'm shocked and impressed. I didn't think it would be this pigmented and this shimmery, but oh my goodness, that is beautiful. Because I used my finger, I just have a little bit down here, so I'm actually going to make that look intentional. There we go, that looks stunning. I'm just gonna go back in with that taupe color and a smaller blending brush just to kind of intensify the crease. Taking that same smaller brush and the dark brown, I'm gonna go over the shadow liner here. Okay, I'm done eyeshadow. I'm just going to replicate what I did here on this eye, and I will be right back. Okay, now I'm going to line my eyes using the Inglot gel liner that comes in the kit and this little Inglot brush. I'm really excited about it because it looks amazing. I'm just kind of going to stamp the liner here because I want it to kind of blend into the shadow. It also blends beautifully because I really love doing this like faded eyeliner look, and the blending is chef's kiss. Now I'm just going to do my inner corner flick. I'm going to try to do it using the same brush. It's not very small, but Okay, there we go. I think that is looking nice and crisp. Next up is mascara. I'm going to be trying out the Makeup Forever Excessive Lash Mascara that comes in the makeup kit. I like the wand. It makes it really easy to get the lashes right from the roots. And it's definitely giving length and volume. I'm just gonna put a tiny bit on my lower lashes as well. I usually don't do this, but... Now I don't have any new tips or tricks for applying false lashes, so I'm just gonna use my little lash hack and then I will be right back. All right, lashes are on. Now I'm going to move on to lips. Now they did send me a lip palette and this is what it looks like. But you guys know me, you know I love a nice nude lip, so I'm just going to be doing a nude lip for today. For lip liner, I'm gonna go in with this KKW Beauty Nude 2 liner. Usually I do a little like moments to overline my lips, but now I'm not gonna change the shape of my mouth because throughout the course, they stress that when you do that, it distorts the lip liner that you have on. So I'm just going to keep a relaxed mouth shape and kind of overline my lips that way. I'm just gonna open my mouth to get the corners there. I'm just gonna use a tiny little brush to blend out the lip liner. So I'm going to pick up this Morphe Matte Lipstick in the shade Boo. I'm just picking it up with that same little brush. They also stress the importance of applying your lip product very precisely because anytime you're doing makeup that's going to be on camera, so whether it be for an event or TV makeup, the camera always picks up the slightest imperfections, so you really want to make sure you get a nice crisp lip. To make sure I get a nice clean edge, I'm going to pick up this brush and some concealer and clean up any imperfections. Okay, last step is lip gloss. I have the Inglot High Gloss Lip Oil here, and I'm just going to apply that to the center of the lip to give it a fuller appearance. I usually apply lip gloss to my entire lip, but I learned this little trick while taking the course, so let's see. I don't know if this is making a huge difference for me, but I do think it looks really pretty, and the lip gloss, or like lip oil, is really nice. It's so shiny and it feels really nice on the lips. Okay, actually I lied. This is the last step. I'm going to set my face. This is the Inglot Makeup Fixer. Again, got this in the kit. Okay, wow. I was definitely taken aback for a second there. A lot comes out. Whether or not I like it, I'm gonna have to let you guys know later on because, you know, I just have to see how long my makeup lasts with it on. But so far it's drying really quickly actually. I didn't even have enough time to like brush it into my skin with my sponge. But it looks good. Okay guys, that is it for today. These are just a few of the little tips and tricks I learned while taking the course. I've actually been wanting to get certified for a while. I'm not sure if I want to become a makeup artist, but I think it's always a good thing to have. I mean, it's definitely an investment, but if you're going to be investing in anything, it should be in yourself, as cheesy as that sounds. I'm also really excited to get the certification because once you do, you're actually eligible to apply for pro card benefits with a bunch of different makeup brands. So many brands give you like 40% off once you have that certification. So if you guys are interested in taking any courses at the Online Makeup Academy, I actually have a discount code for you guys. You can check all of the details for that in my description down below. And that's actually it for today's makeup video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a little bit different this time, but I had so much fun doing it and just like learning different techniques. I feel like in terms of how my makeup looks, I tried to do like a classic makeup look that I would do. Obviously the eyes look pretty similar, but in terms of like base makeup, I feel like this is so much more natural than what I usually go for, but I think it looks beautiful. But yeah, as always, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Feel free to leave me a comment down below. I love chatting with you guys in the comments. If you like this vibe, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!